Give me a second. So the goal of this is to show you how to utilize TradingView. We're not going to be going in depth on everything in TradingView, but we're going to show you exactly what you need to be able to be, first of all, profitable, and also for you to know what you're doing when you hop on the charts. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen right away, and we're going to get into it. First of all, what is TradingView? TradingView is a platform where you can go on and analyze the current markets. Okay, that is literally what TradingView is. How do you access it? Very simple. You just go and type tradingview.com, right? That's all you need. Once you type in tradingview.com, instantly you click on it, you would come to the TradingView website. Okay. Yours might not look like this the first time you're entering it. Let me see if it take me to the initial home page. Excellent. This is most likely what yours would look like, right? It will likely look something like this. All you need to do to get to where the charts are is to come here, click on products. Just to confirm that everybody can see my screen. If you can see my screen, drop a 1 in the chat box, please. Right? So to see the charts, all you need to do is to come to products, under products, come to charts, and click on charts, and instantly you will be directed. Excellent. I see you guys are there. So instantly you will be directed to the charts. Okay, now if you are new to this, your charts will look entirely bare. Okay, and then you find out that there are two forms of TradingView. There is the paid version, and then there is the free version. Okay, the free version benefit is that you don't have to pay any money for it, and you can use it for free infinitely, right? As long as you want. But then it has some limitations that the paid versions don't have. The paid versions include the Pro, the Pro Plus, and the Premium. Okay, for details into that, you can look at it later. But essentially, with the free one, first of all, the key differences in the free and the paid is that with the free one, you get ads, right? Because I'm pretty sure before we even end this session, you're going to see an ad pop up on the screen. It usually is by the bottom left. If you try and press an X on it, it will ask you to upgrade, and then you can decline for that. Okay. So number one is that the ads are there. Number two is the indicators, right? On the free version, you get 3 indicators. A lot of times, this is an example of the ad I was referring to right here. So a lot of times, the 3 indicators might suffice you for whatever you want to do. But sometimes, if you need more than that, you're going to need to upgrade. Okay, you get only 3 indicators. Another thing on the free version is that free version, you have limited amounts of historical data that you can get. For example, if you want to back test, let's say on the 1 minute time frame, and you're going back in time, you would realize that you can't go back more than around a month, all right, in time, either on the 1 minute or the 5 minute time frame. Like a month is maybe the max that you can actually check out on that particular time frame. The higher ones might give you a longer period of time, but because of these candles, smaller candles, or should I say single candles, represent much more on the bigger time frames. But with the paid version, you can go back in time, literally months, all right, even years. You can go back and back test as many years as you actually want to. So those are the main differences between the free, and also on the free version, you don't have the replay access. All right, on the paid version, there's a button, you can see it right here, replay, where you can literally select a candle, and then everything to the right of the candle disappears. It's excellent for back testing. And then you can back test what you want without knowing. For example, I can easily say, seeing everything on my file, I'll say, okay, this thing will bounce off this power, this place will be a resistance. Why? Because I'm already seeing everything at once. But if I can't see it, then I'm able to look at the chart as if it is real time, even though I am replaying. That's on the paid version. Free version, you wouldn't have access to that. Okay, so really, if you're brand new to this, you always have a free 30-day period to actually get access to the paid version, any paid version you want, for absolutely free, 30 days. The con there is that you will need to put in your credit card details to be actually able to access that free version. And your subscription is automatic. So you can cancel before the 30-day period is over, you get charged nothing and use it for free. But if you haven't canceled by 30 days, automatically the money will move from your account. And the thing is that some people, they intend to cancel from the beginning, or maybe they just forget, right? And you just see the debit the next month. So make sure you decide pretty well what you want to do. But the paid versions have more indicators, right? You have the replay option, more historical data, etc., etc. So we've gone through, first of all, what is trading for you, and then we've gone through the two versions you get, the free and the page. Now it's time for the trading platform proper. If you've been following me so far, please drop H7 in the chat box real quick. And why I'm mentioning this, okay, you're seeing this on my screen right now. I'll strongly recommend to any person, if it's your first time using TradingView, make sure you register, right? You can register with your email, or you can register with your social media. I recommend that you register with your Google account, right? So all you need to do is to just click on the Google symbol. It will happen. You see it when you just open up your TradingView, and they're suggesting for you which package to enroll, right? First of all, you see all the paid versions, just like they are good marketers. So when you get to that page, you see it's just the paid versions you're going to see. You're going to see the Pro that's around $14. You're going to see the Pro Plus, and then the Premium. Then somewhere underneath, you see that you can actually get some for free, or you can get access for free. That's the one you might want to click if you want to go for the free version, okay? So you register with your Google. It's not difficult. Just put in your normal Gmail. It's likely already on your laptop. All you need to do is to put in your password and you're in, okay? Simple as that. Excellent. So we've talked about the registration. Now we're going to talk about the platform proper. Now, when you look at this, first thing you're going to see is a candle, first of all, right? Let's just define, because I know that I want to make this very beginner friendly, right? I want to make this super beginner friendly. I'm sure everybody can see these things here, right? These are called candles. The thing in green and red, right? They are called candles. Now, a candlestick, this is a Japanese candlestick. And there are different kinds of candlesticks, but this is the regular candlestick, okay? So a candlestick represents price movements within a specific period of time. All right, notice what I said. A candle represents the movement of price within a specific period of time. For example, let's take out this candle right now. Which one do we use for an example now? Okay, I want one with a wick, a very obvious wick. So let's see. So you notice that there are two parts to every candle, right? Look at, we're going to use this second to the final one that is moving now. We're going to use this red one now. Now, typically, a candle has two parts, the wick and the body. The wick is also called the shadow, right? So the one on top is called upper shadow. The one beneath is called the lower shadow. So this is the upper wick, and then the lower wick, and then this thicker part is called the body. All right. Now for a red candle, and by the way, you can change the colors of these, but for a candle moving downwards, now at this point, I should also talk about time frames. The charts are put together in different time frames. All right. Now look at it like this. You're looking at an overall chart, right? But different things are happening within a period of time. You can easily agree with me, right? That what price does in a day is doing different things within 5-minute intervals, okay? So you see that candles are actually, in quote, inside candles. Like several 5-minute candles, several 1-hour candles, or several 4-hour candles make up one daily candle. For this example, we are on the 5-minute time frame. So for this candle, in particular, this point now, because it's a downward moving candle, it's a closing, it's a downward moving candle, right? This top flat part of the body is the opening price. So you can see on this scale here, where the pair we're looking at is called NZD USD. All right, that's the New Zealand dollar versus the United States dollar. And this is telling us now that 1 New Zealand dollar is equal to, look at this point moving price, is 0.62839 All right. So for this particular candle we're looking at, remember this is the candle we're looking at. Let me put it in a rectangle. Okay, so you guys can see it proper. So for this candle we're looking at right now, one second, let me make sure we've got this all set up. All right. So I'm just going to leave it in the middle like this. Hopefully you guys get it. Okay. Cool. So for this candle we're looking at like this, the opening price is this flat top. I'm going to put a line here. By the way, I'm still going to introduce you guys to all these tools. This is the price at which is opened, which is 0.62848. Then within a 5 minutes time frame, by the end of that 5 minutes, the price that it closed at is this flat body, this flat one, which is 0.682844. That is the closing part. Now, what of the wicks? Now, the upper wicks, wick, by the way, is W-I-C-K-S, not W-E-E-K-S. Wick, like, you know, when you have your candle, like normal candle, you light that thread part, right, that you put the lighter on is called the wick. So for this upper wick now, it shows us the highest points price got to in that period. Let me show you. Let me try and demonstrate for you guys in an example. All right. So this is price now. We're saying that in 5 minutes, it opened here and closed there. But within that 5 minutes, it is possible that look at what price did. All right. It opened here, went down. Maybe you're just floating. Those of you that are familiar with binary options will know what this is. Maybe came down a bit, then went up to a point. But instead that same 5 minutes, it came down. I might have been doing something like this, moving around. But then at the end of the day, it also went down. Look at this lower wick. The lower wick represents the lowest point price got to within that time frame. So it went down, but it didn't close there. It didn't end there. It came back up and then closed somewhere here. So a lot of things happened in this 5 minute time frame, right? A lot of things happened, but the candlestick simplifies it for us. It shows us that price opened at this point. Somewhere within that 5 minutes, it got to the highest point of this, and somewhere within that 5 minutes, it got to the lowest point of this. But by the time 5 minutes was over, it closed here. If you got what I said, just drop a 1 in the chat box. I just tried to explain candlesticks. And by the way, this candlestick, if you look down towards the bottom side, you see that this candlestick represents 2140. That is 940 to 945. So by 940, the price was this. By 945, this was the closing price. All right, did you guys get that? Are you guys getting it? I'm sure you are. All right. If you have any questions, don't worry. After this session, you can always ask me. Okay. So let's go again. So that is basically, I wanted to explain a candlestick before we go into the details. So subsequently, like that, for a 4-hour candlestick, all right, this shows us what price did in a space of 4 hours. So for example, in this 4-hour period, the highest price for this green candle now, for an upwards moving candle now, the lower part is the opening price, the flat part on top is the closing price. But again, the upper which shows us the highest point price got to within that time frame, lower which shows us the lowest point price got to within that time frame. Now that being explained, I told you guys that there are different what's it called now, time frames. Okay, and if you want to select a time frame, this is where you come to. Just look at this, or better still, I'm still going to come to this. Let's just take it one step at a time. Right now, looking at this in front of you, the chart in front of you, first thing you might want to do is to customize your chart. So do you like this white background? It's up to you. If you don't like the white background so much, you can come over here. Can you see this place that has the O, where it has like my logo? If I uploaded my picture would have been here. I can click on it. right? Once I click on it, I can choose whether I want dark mode or not. So if I turn on dark mode, right, you can see it will just activate right now. So you can see my candles, right? Some people really like dark mode. You like how the colors are popping, right? You're already getting strong trader vibes. Totally up to you. If you like, let me know the mode that you prefer in the chat box, right? If you like the light mode, say light mode. If you like the dark mode, say dark mode, okay? So that I just have a feel of what you guys like. So essentially, you can choose what kind of mode you want, all right? So on this side, you see the current price. Let me take off this indicator here. So on the side of this chart, you're gonna see, let me also take this off. Oh. So on this side, you're going to see the price. On the lower side, you're going to see the time. You're going to see when you move on a candle. On the lower side, for example, you can see 29th of July, 22. Sorry, this is 22nd of July, 29th of July, 2022. And the current one I'm on right now is 14 o'clock, which is 2 p.m. All right. By the way, if you're in any country, you can adjust this to your time. Currently, we are on GMT +1, or I am on GMT +1, which is why you're reading this. GMT is same as UTC, right? That's the universal time. So, yeah, we're on GMT +1. If you're in another country, you can change, it to your time zone over there. Once you click on it, you see there are different time zones: Chicago, Lima, Mexico, whatever city you're in, you can change it to that. Now, on this part of the panel, and by the way, you can also choose, while we're still talking about the layout and colors, you can choose what you want your colors to be. Some people don't like the green and the red because, to them, it has a psychological effect. Maybe when they see red candles, they're afraid that, oh, price is going in the direction they don't want. So you can actually change the colors of your candle by right-clicking on the chart, right? Anywhere on the chart, just right-click. You come down to settings, okay? Then over here, for your upwards candle is on the green, you can change it, okay? For example, I can change this to white, right? And then for my downwards candles, I can change it to maybe something dark like this, okay? Or you can change it to this, or I can even change it, my own, that I can change it to whatever, really. I can change this to yellow, and then this to, if you like colors, right, this to purple, so that I know that my upwards is here. Literally, you can do whatever you want with it, okay? You can customize it, you can change the colors of the week, okay? And all of those you can actually change them. Now, from the top, this is where right here is where you select what currency pair you want to look at. So for example, if you want to look at Euro JPY, all you need to come here is to, so all you need to do is to come here, select, you want to look at Euro, that's EUR JPY, right? You get the pair that you want here. And by the way, on this side, you see the exchanges, right? Exchanges offer different price. For example, if NZD USD on one exchange is 0.62899, on another exchange, it might be 0.628, maybe 79, right? Sometimes there's a slight difference. I would strongly recommend that you use either Oanda or FXCM, right? Always Oanda, generally speaking, because Oanda will correlate with what you have on your brokers, both on binary and MT for most of the time, okay? For some, FXCM is what it is, okay? Especially if you're doing something like trading oil, right? US oil, right? You want to pick this US oils for FXCM, right? You might not see the Oanda of that. All right. You can see you can also select what you want to trade: stocks, forex, crypto. Then for crypto, the exchange I would recommend that you use is not any of these, is Coinbase, right? Coinbase is usually what correlates with your MetaTrader 4 if you're trading Bitcoin. So correlates with your brokers most of the time. So that's where you select the currency pair that you want. Okay. Now, this is where you select your time frame. So you want to look at the chart in the 4-hour time frame, right? Let me even put a rectangle on this. Let me show you guys something. This is 1 4-hour, right? We just look at the 4-hour time frame, right? We just extended, or let's extend it to 2 boxes of 4 hours. Now look at this boy. Keep an eye on this box right now. If we change this the 4-hour time frame, if we change this to say the 15-minute, all right, give it a second to load up. Let's see. Excellent. Can you see how many more candles are inside of this? With the 4 hours, it was only 2, but remember, several minutes. Ooh, that means we would have to end this Zoom soon. So several minutes are inside of it, all right? And several minutes are inside of this, and that makes up the 3 candles that we see. So several 15-minute candles will be in here. If I switch down to the 5 minutes, you see more candles. 1 minute, you will see more candles. So that's basically a time frame. Then also, like I said, it doesn't always have to be the typical candlestick that you want to use, right? As some of you, as you advance in trading, you might decide, oh, you wanna see bars, right? You want to see the Heikenhashi, for example. There's another kind of candle called the Heikenhashi candle that simplifies, trends. So you're going to see much more consecutive colors. It kind of simplifies your chart for you. But the readings are different. This one has mathematical calculations in it. So as you advance, you might want to use that as well. It's really, really up to you. You can see they're different. If you want, you can even change this to the line chart. We especially recommend line chart. Let's say you want to plot something like highs and lows. Line chart doesn't take cognizance weeks. It just takes into cognizance openings and closings. So, for example, you can see the line represents where the prices opened and closed, essentially. Now, next thing we're going to talk about is indicators. Okay, indicators. By the way, guys, in case this Zoom ends before I close, just click on the link again and we log back in, and we'll just take it from wherever we stop. Okay. So where was I? Indicators. Yes. So what is an indicator? An indicator is usually it's a mathematical calculation, or is a tool that shows you something, shows you a characteristic that we use in gauging what the market wants to do. All right. An indicator shows you a characteristic that we use in gauging what the market wants to do. So for example, let me select a random indicator right now. By the way, we have different kinds of indicators. Let's say I select awesome, or let's say Evan Cabral binary strategy. All right. So you can see free version, you get only three of these. So I'd have to pick up one. But let me just open one I already had on here. Okay. So this one is called the awesome oscillators. They are actually different kinds of indicators, but the main ones you would see that you are using are indicators that show you trend or momentum or volume. Those are the main ones you will see that you would use. Okay. Those are the main kind of indicators you use. Don't worry, some of you will need to go through this again. We'll have the recording most likely provided, dependent, okay? Because you don't actually want to depend on recordings. You want to learn it real life, real time. But yes, I just want to show you guys the essential. So if you want to add an indicator, you just have to come on here, type what indicator. So if I say for this strategy, we're going to need the RSI strategy indicator. You just come on here, type in RSI, click on it, and it appears automatically on your chart. Okay. For indicators too, you will notice that you can actually change some of the settings in the indicators. Okay. So for example, if you want to change the setting of an indicator, hover over that indicator, click this gearbox, and then sometimes some indicators will need you to change the settings of the indicator. Okay, so you want to also put that in mind. If you want to hide this indicator now, even though you don't want to remove it from your chart, but you don't want to be seeing it right now, you can just click on this and you won't see it. If you want to see it, you open this up. All right. Please, if you're getting value so far, just drop a value in the chat box. Let me know that you guys are following. because this is super important. Now let's switch back to the candle. All right. So what else are we put here? Also, you can set alerts. If let's say if price is getting to a point and you want to be automatically notified, you don't need to sit in front of a desk waiting for price to get to that point. You can come on here, right? Click on alert, input the price that you want to get an alert on, right? You can input that price here, right? Select, okay, if price is crossing that point, whether it's when it is crossing that point or whether once it is just touching that point or whatever, you can set it. And then you can select where you want to get a notification on your email. Do you want it to pop up on the app? You can select it, right? And once price touches that point, you immediately get a notification that, hey, price has gotten to this point. You should actually go there. For now, we're going to end this here. I'm going to end this particular one right here now. Okay. So just click, once I end this, give me a second.